BamaCentral.com. I'm Joey Blackwell here with Katie Windham, and this is Just a Minute. Katie, it's been a week of very unforeseen circumstances for Alabama basketball, something you could never predict, something that a coach can never prepare for. It's just been a lot of unexpected things, one after the other. And through all of that, I'm of the firm belief that, Nate Oats has done an excellent job of handling it. And this team, of course, it wasn't really a bounce back win. You can't really consider it that because of how they handled LSU on Saturday. But given the circumstances, it seemed like a bounce back win, kind of beating Vanderbilt at Nashville, which is a place they've historically struggled, winning 78-66. But as Stackhouse said last night, who's the coach of the Commodores, he said that the game doesn't matter. He crumpled up the stat sheet and just said that wasn't the primary focus, and basketball shouldn't be the focus right now. And I agree with him. And how do you think Alabama basketball, and more specifically Nate Oats, has handled the situation? And what have been your thoughts so far this week?
Yeah, I think it's hard because it's not about basketball this time, but there was still a basketball game to be played. And I think we saw after the game, and like Nate Oats talked about in his post-game press conference, I think there was kind of an emotional release for him and some of the players after the game. Because I think before they were trying to keep things normal, focus on the routine of the game, focus on playing the game. And then once that had happened, they actually win, kind of the emotions came out. And, initially with this post-game interview on SEC Network, I think we saw that he's being an effective leader right now. Anyone who's in any sort of leadership capacity, if you're constantly pouring out to other people, you're eventually going to end up drained, and you need other people pouring into you. And we've seen that he's getting wise counsel from other people. He's asking other people for help, and he's using that to try and help his team. He talked about his faith being an important role in this, and I'm trying to use that to navigate with the team and the guys. And so like you said, these are circumstances that it's not in any coaching manual. It's not in any coaching or leadership playbook, but that he's doing the best he can in this time. And I think he's doing it really well because not only, is he able to get the guys in a good mental state, but they obviously won the game as well. And they're in the midst of a really good season, what could be a potentially, it already has been a historic season for Alabama. Even the stats we've seen, their first 6 SEC games, all winning by double digits. But to have this happen too. And I think Nate Oats is the right leader for Alabama at this time and has so far done an incredible job navigating an incredibly difficult circumstance. Even his initial press conference before the Vanderbilt game, and he talked about, Greg Byrne was one of the first people he called after he found out the news and how they navigated a plan together. And I think they've done a really good job of that so far.
Yeah, like you said, it is a historic season for Alabama, 16-2. I believe it's the first time they have been 16-2 since the 76-77 season, which is all the way back when C.M. Newton was the head coach of the Crimson Tide. But, basketball is, and so that creates its own set of obstacles. But then you add situation on top of that, and makes it even more difficult. Oates was talking about, like you said, he brought up his faith and how that's helped him guide it. Obviously he's been praying about it, and a lot of people have been praying for him and this team. But I think that has been a cornerstone for him. He referenced the Bible verse, Romans 8:28, which is, and we know all things work together for the good to those who love God and those that are called according to His purpose. And I think that's an excellent verse, that can help him and the players get through if they take it to heart. And just been very, very, it's been an honor to sit and watch his leadership. And I say that, trying to be as objective as I possibly can, but I think it's been a great experience getting to watch him go through this. It's obviously something that you never want to watch a coach go through. But that being said, I think it's been a learning experience for a lot of people. And I know that the players are very grateful to have him in the position that he is right now. And I think that there isn't a better coach in college basketball that, as far as that could deal with the situation like Nate Oats has. So kudos to him, and kudos to the entire Alabama men's basketball program. Now, that being said, they still have a long way to go this week, and it's going to take a long time for them to move on from this. They play a really tough road game this Saturday against Missouri, and then they have the SEC Big 12 Challenge next week, and things don't get any easier. But I think under Oats, they definitely have the tools they need to, to move on and get past this. But that'll about do it for BamaCentral.com. I'm Joey Blackwell with Katie Windham. This has been Just a Minute. Thank you so much for watching.